Good evening to our students, faculty, staff, alumni, and Panther family. Welcome to the 35th annual Mr. Prairie A&M University Scholarship Pageant. Tonight's competition consists of 3 dynamic young men, demonstrating their talent, poise, and intellect as they vie for the crown of Mr. Prairie View University 2021-2022. Our panel of judges have viewed and scored each segment based on the criteria set by the Mr. Prairie View Scholarship Committee.
And their scores have been collected and tabulated by the official auditor of this pageant, Dr. Gerald Moore.
Segments included in tonight's show are talent, formal wear, active wear, and impromptu question and answer.
Each contestant has been scored on personality, intellect, charm, poise, and charisma on a scale of 1 to 10. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, Panther family and friends. I'm Javen Bashard Jean-Louis, a 20-year-old sophomore, majoring in computer science with a minor in radio and television from the industrial city known as Port Arthur, Texas. And I'm related to them to be a contestant number 2.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am David Lee Simpson III, a 21-year-old kinesiology major from the Triple D, Dallas, Texas, vying to be the 39th Mr. Prairie View A&M University. I am contestant number 4.
Greetings, Panthers, friends, and esteemed guests. I am Keyshawn Jermaine Miller, a 20-year-old nursing major with a minor in social work, hailing from the Space City, Houston, Texas. And I am humbly vying to be your 39th Mr. Prairie View A&M University. I am the one who will work and strive, your contestant.
And the judges for tonight's event are Lindsay Leverett Higgins, Dr. Cynthia Lester, Cesar F. Barajas, Dr. B. Sharentz Russell, Kimberly Runnels, and now get ready for creative activewear.
God, thank you. For blessing me for everything that you blessed me with. They tried to see me down, but we were. Jesus! Oh, this Swiss Beats talking on a Just Blaze track. Rick Ross on the poetry.
They just this religious. Somewhat.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, you got small feet, but you big time. Yeah, big time. Real, gotta do it big time. 2-seater, big time. Throw the keys to big time. Big time, big time, big time. My mama gotta come to me because of big time. Big time, real big time.
Such special needs. I wondered what was wrong with me. My friends all fall so easily.
Called the first one savage, mold my mood, that's what it was. 2016 we was running around, beat up in the club. I know she around for the money, but act like she loyal, I don't feel the love. I'm so rich, get bored, might wake up, buy me a car just cause. Oh God. This is hard cause she spent the 5, my booty cost me.
Is that the one fighting for your soul? Or your brother's the one that you're running from? But if you got money, fuck it, cause I want some.
B.I.G. Nothing with me. Oh God. Whoa. Okay, ain't nobody fucking with my click. Click, 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 click. Ain't nobody fresher than my muff. Click, 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 click. As I look around, they don't do it like my click, 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 click.
It is now time for formal.
I am America. I am the part you won't recognize. But get used to me. Black and confident. My name, not yours. My religion, not yours. My goals, my own. But get used to me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Javen Richard Jean-Louis, your contestant number 2.
I hate every single minute of training. But I say to myself, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of my life as a champion. These are the words of Muhammad Ali. Greetings. I am David Lee Simpson III, contestant number 4.
Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but is the consciousness that we deserve them. I am Keyshawn Jermaine Limerick, your contestant number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, the talent competition.
Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns, but somehow we challenge legacy. How will you do so? Is it through culture, composition, or even condition? How? Because let me tell you something about me. I done strung along, going this way and that. Whatever way would just lead to a moment of peace. That's all I ever wanted, to be as easy with everything. But I wasn't born to that. I was born to a time of fire, and the world didn't want any part of me. The word has said, it's better off without me. I don't see it like others. I got a heart that beats here, and that beats as loud as the next fellow. I don't care if he's black or white. Sometimes it be louder. And when it be louder, then everybody can hear it. But unfortunately, the world has gotten scared of that. The world has gotten scared of a nigga's heartbeat. They think, you all lay low with that heartbeat, my brother, make it be quiet and just go along the way everything just is. But I wasn't born for nothing, so what I have to do? I have to forge my future, mark my path on the road. Just like Jesse Jackson once said, I am somebody. I am somebody. So why not me or you, him, her, everybody? I am somebody. See, every single moment, second by second, perseverance comes before glory, is what my heart said. And I have to stand by that, like my dad done. Other than that, I'm not thinking about anything else the world has to say to myself or my people. but to design our destiny. So I ask you, how will you do it? How will you challenge legacy? Will you neglect your past for this frontier? Because your present is your friend. And you're staring towards your future, a promising future. So I ask you again, how will you do it? More importantly, how will you design your destiny?
Let me ask you a question. When you look at me, what do you see? A young black college student that aspires to be an athletic director one day? Or do you see me as a target on my back, like I'm an animal, like I ain't worth nothing in this whole wide world? This country we live in is divided on its own people. For generations, black men and women have been neglected forever, just having to live in the areas they call home. We called by police officers slurs like, black monkey, you don't belong here. Go back to where you came from. And I strongly ask you, what are you fighting for? You see, this tape, it rewinds over and over from time. From Emmett Till to Trayvon Martin to Sandra Bland to Breonna Taylor to George Floyd. The list goes on and on. My people are dying. Your people are dying. Our people are dying. And I ask you, what are you fighting for? From all over this nation, from down University Drive to down to 290 to Dallas to Houston to East Coast to West Coast, all over this great country that we call the land of the free. Just to add up 300 long plus years of slavery. For my people go from chains to handcuffs. This narrative of my people needs to be erased now to make our own truth, a truth that we can be more than professional athletes, CEOs, thugs, and rappers, and presidents. We are more. And right now, we're standing on the shoulders of giants who are our ancestors, who tirelessly gave up blood, sweat, and tears for our future and made a path for us like trailblazers like the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall. They made a way for a better way for their generation. We must do the same. And right now, I want to be that change. The change that will make a better fight for us. Because right now, walking on these streets are more than just concrete. It's our heritage. Not just here, from all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to Africa, where our roots are placed, the place we call home. My people are dying. Your people are dying. Our people are dying. The words of George Patton, it's better to die for something than live for nothing. And lastly, I ask you, what are you dying for?
I'm tired of being trapped in this lonely mental state where I neglect myself and I doubt myself and I let go of my self-worth. I gotta get out, I gotta break through. I have to get out. The time is now.
Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends say they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in the raw. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends say they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in the raw. Switching lanes and I'm seeing lights, you know I watch the curves. Smoking weed, you know I'm getting high, you know it calm my nerves. Pumping non-stop, the bag I had to earn. You can try, but you might fail again, you know you never learn. Hit me with a bottle, I was tripping. And I took a couple shots and now I'm dancing. They got me be burning up, inside's burning up, yeah. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that Rari. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that Rari. Papa Miss, out in the meadow, she like a little red. Little stiletto, didn't tell you late. Out in the ghetto, try to duck the feds, they need to let go. Came in with a bottle, I was tripping. Then I took a couple shots, it got me dizzy. It got me burning up, this side's burning up, yeah. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that Rari. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that Rari. Hop out at the after party. You and all your friends, yeah, they love that get naughty.
And now, for our final phase of the competition, the impromptu question and answer.
Contestant number 2. If you could create a hashtag movement like Black Lives Matter, what would you call it and what would be its mission? Again, if you created a hashtag movement like Black Lives Matter, what would you call it and what would be its mission?
In my opinion, the hashtag will be Design Your Destiny. And the reason behind this is because I want a person to take pride in themselves and work towards a promising future for themselves through passion. Thank you.
Contestant number 4. How can free 2-year community college attendance proposed by President Biden assist or detract from institutions like Prairie A&M University? Again, how can free 2-year community college attendance proposed by President Biden assist or detach from institutions like Prairie A&M University?
My opinion, I believe this plan that President Biden has presented will help the university by assisting the students before they're in college debt in the next couple of years, which will grow the worth of the university more and more, and helping the students in the future.
Contestant number 5. The Center for Disease Control, the CDC, have indicated that if enough people are vaccinated, herd immunity can be achieved. Herd immunity makes it very difficult for infectious diseases to spread. Should taking the COVID-19 vaccine be mandatory to reach herd immunity and save lives? Share your position and why. Again, the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, have indicated that if enough people are vaccinated, herd immunity can be achieved. Herd immunity makes it very difficult for infectious diseases to spread. Should taking the COVID-19 vaccine be mandatory to reach herd immunity and save lives? Share your position and why.
What a great question. In my opinion, I believe that herd immunity can be reached and can be obtained with a great amount of people who take the COVID vaccine. As many people do complain and many people do not comply, it should be enlisted and mandatory that people take care of their health and do so. Thank you.
A crown worn on the head will last a year, but a crown worn on the heart will last a lifetime. Author unknown. 2 years ago, I started my journey as Mr. Freshman. I remember the day it was yesterday, receiving the results and realizing the important role I had for PVMU Class of 22. My experience 2 years ago developed my passion for Royal Court and created a drive for me to run for Mr. Prairie A&M University. I remember the day I won the 2020 Mr. Prairie A&M University Scholarship Pageant. I am grateful until this day that my advisor, Dean Luter, always encouraged me to see this crown and sash not as a prize, but as an opportunity. An opportunity to represent Prairie A&M University, an opportunity to serve the student body, and an opportunity to grow into the best version of myself. I want to first thank my mother and father for supporting me each step of my royal court journey. Both of you encouraged me and strengthened me more than either of you will know. You both go the extra mile for me, whether if it's checking up on me or literally traveling the actual mile to help me. Ranging from preparing for the pageant to carrying out my reign, you both helped me so much. Thank you to Alexa and Melanie for spending countless hours helping me prepare for my pageant and being there for me throughout my reign. It truly showed how good of friends you are for each of you to always be available to help me and be a listening ear. To a friend and advisor, Dean Luter, thank you for being a listening ear and developing a friendship throughout my time on the royal court. I remember the countless laughs and conversations we have had, and I value each of them. It has been numerous times that you were there to help me during my reign, times that I were doubtful, worried, or nervous, but you were there during each step to guide me and help me. To my beautiful queen, Jada, I love you and couldn't have asked for a better queen. The saying opposites attracts is truly real. Our friendship has grown more and more every day, and I cannot lie and say I won't miss having you as my right-hand woman. You did a great job this year and exemplified such elegance, poise, and demonstrated what a true PV woman represents. I'm happy for you, happy for your accomplishments, and cannot wait to see what else you accomplish. To my royal court, I love each of you and appreciate the bond I have created with. To Hunter, Alicia, Caleb, and Kennedy, each of you are going to do big things. It is time y'all take over this campus and show what the 2020-2021 Royal Court can do. I'm rooting for y'all and cannot wait to see how class of 2023 and 2024 leadership run things. To Faith, David, Kobe, and Kendall, thank you for always being understanding this year and being a listening ear where I needed to talk. Y'all each did an exceptional job this year. I'm happy to have had y'all on my royal court. Thank you to the class of 2022. Since 2018, you have trusted my leadership. I owe my passion for royal court, and y'all trusted me to be your Mr. Freshman and Mr. Sophomore. Thank you to my OG campaign team, the honors program, federal boys, and the biology department for supporting me during each of my campaigns and being some of my biggest supporters once I was granted Mr. Prairie A&M University. Special thanks to Ms. Proctor, Student Government Association, Eta Gamma Chapter at Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Dr. Moore, Ms. Young, Dr. Block, AOR Spring 21, the Marketing Department, Enrollment Management Department, and the Biology Department. This year was an unexpected year that I didn't prepare for. However, I loved every minute of being Mr. Prairie A&M University, ranging from hosting men's weeks with the men's organization fraternities on campus, being on Channel 4 News, participating in panels and interviews, making friends, and witnessing the love was an eye-opening experience for me. My mom has always said, it takes a village to raise a family. I truly understand the meaning of that statement now. I want to thank my village for entrusting me to represent Prairie View in an enlightening light in the interviews, homecoming segments, or the Mr. HBCU pageant. To my royal court family, Amani Green, Asia Williams, Wesley Okafor, and Kendall Chalk, you enlightened and inspired me my freshman and sophomore year. You showed me what a true king and queen are and supporting me throughout my reign during your terms as Mr. and Miss Prairie View A&M University. I love each of y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for the impact you had on me. To Kendall and Wesley, thank you for always being a helping hand whenever I needed advice on Mr. Prairie View and guiding me throughout uncertainty in my reign. To the next Mr. Prairie View A&M University, you are filling big shoes. Never doubt yourself and the reason you were granted this role because you have been chosen for a reason. Represent this title with pride, grace, and poise. To all the Mr. Prairie View A&M University contestants, I have seen you grow throughout this process of the pageant. You each have the potential, and once y'all tap into each of y'all's potentials, y'all are great. You have everything you need right inside of you, and you have the entire PV standing behind you. Don't blink too fast because your reign truly goes in the blink of an eye. As my time as Mr. Prairie A&M University comes to an end, I'm filled with gratitude, joy, and a bit of sadness. My time on campus is ending. It's a bittersweet moment. Although I only wore this crown for a year, the role of Mr. Prairie A&M University will always hold a special place in my heart. Prairie Nation truly has been an honor. Joshua Lewis, the 2020-2021 COVID King, signing out.
And now for the announcement of the winners. The winner of Creative Activewear, contestant number 2, J. Jean Louis. The winner of the talent competition, contestant number 5, Keyshawn Limbrick. The winner of the formal wear competition, contestant number 5, Keyshawn Limbrick. In the private interview portion of the competition, there was a tie between contestant number 4, David Simpson III, and contestant number 5, Keyshawn Limbrick. The winner for the impromptu question and answer is contestant number 5, Keyshawn Limbrick. The second runner-up to Mr. Prairie View A&M University is contestant number 2, J. Jean Louis. The first runner-up to Mr. Prairie View A&M University is contestant number 4, David Simpson III. Panther family, and now our Mr. Prairie View A&M University 2021-2022 is contestant number 5, Keyshawn Limbrick.
Again, congratulations to all of our contestants. Thank you for joining us and have a good night.